Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I'm your host, Connor. This is Find Me in Seattle. I'm at let's call this an undisclosed location in downtown Seattle that I just kind of stumbled upon, a building that I frequent often, but just learned that there's like this little cool back room. And for now, I'm going to keep it a secret. But today's episode, since you probably saw the thumbnail already, is I want to talk about the personal burnout that I have been experiencing as a full-time content creator and why that led to the change here on YouTube and really all the changes that are going to be happening here in 2025 with most of my social media. And so, burnout. I used to think that I couldn't burn out, that I didn't think it was possible because I genuinely enjoy my work and my job, and most days don't feel like normal work. I have so much flexibility. I have such a creative job. I have so many outlets to express myself and to be creative on a daily basis that it's just not the normal 9 to 5 where I clock in. And so I really thought it wasn't possible. And for the first 6 years of this business, that was more or less true. And that's where a lot of those thoughts stemmed from. But things changed and my life has significantly changed in the past year. And that made a big difference on the impact of what I'm now titling as my burnout month, which for the entire month of January, I have not really posted or made a video on social media. These YouTube videos are the first things that I'm making. I'm actually utilizing these YouTube videos as a way to break my creative rut that I've been experiencing, which has been good. It's challenging. This is a different form of storytelling that I'm not used to outside of some of the podcasts that I've done, and it seems to be helping. But I didn't make a video on Instagram, which is my primary form of communication. All right, I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm in this room. There's a security lobby over here. I'm just waiting for someone to be like, "What are you doing over here?" Or for all the people who work in the building to walk by and be like, "Who's this guy filming in the corner?" So sorry for that tangent. But I didn't make a video in the month of January, and I have this list of videos that I want to make. I have one big brand for an event I went to that I owe a video to that'll come out. But I've wanted to make a video titled Burnout or whatever I ended up titling this video, to really put a pin in this moment, to make it it's know what, I'm going to do this, and that is going to be the kickoff of changing the winds of my creative pursuits. And so I posted my 2024 review on January 1st, but I edited that video before, and it's been now 30 plus days since I posted on my Instagram account. And everyone's been asking me, "Connor, where you been?" That is 100% a lie. Not a single person has been asking me where I've been. And that's just really the reality. And the thing that I've been telling myself is this stuff, social media, making these videos can be incredibly important, can change the trajectory of my life, somebody's life with one video. But at the same time, it means absolutely nothing. We're not necessarily changing the world with any video. We might be making impact on businesses or my personal business. But a lot of these things are fun and entertainment and sharing our thoughts with our community. And by not posting and not making a video for a month, the world didn't end. I didn't necessarily lose businesses because of it. I just took a break, and know what? Every single person that follows me, that knows me, was also just living their life. And so, no matter how big you get, it doesn't really matter. People are busy doing their own things. And when you show up on the timeline, then that's great. But otherwise, they're busy watching other stuff. And so that's kind of been just a reminder to me here in 2025 that, hey, it's okay. It's okay to take a break. None of this stuff is make or break. I don't have any obligations besides branded videos that I need to get any of this stuff out. So if I don't feel like creating and I don't feel like posting, that's just okay. And this break is probably better for me in adjusting my creative outlets and my creative pursuits moving forward, that I think it was totally worth it. And so as I've been reflecting, I have known that I was burnt out since the beginning of the month. In the beginning of January, when people are talking about New Year's resolutions, I had no interest in talking about New Year's resolutions. That just seemed I didn't want to think about those things. I didn't know how I was going to plan the year. I didn't want to really do much reflection. I was just like tired, genuinely like burnt out. And I was burnt out for a bunch of different reasons. The holidays last year, there was so much work. Like in end of October, early November, I just got like a flood of requests of like it's always this. At the end of the years when you're a marketing person or a social media person, there's extra budget left over in these businesses, brand accounts or whatever, they're budgeting their money and they're like, oh, we've got an extra couple $1,000s. Let's spend it on influencers. And so you get this like flood of emails and they're like, hey, we've got this budget. Can you make a video for us? And it's like due in 2 weeks. And so that happened. And I said yes to like a bunch of them. It was kind of like a sellout moment, which was fun and great. And I did a bunch of videos for some like big brands that I'd never done before. And then I also did videos for some like small local businesses. So it was like a nice balance for me. But I had a vacation with my family. It started like December 12th. So I told everyone like videos need to be approved, finished and approved, no more edits by December 11th before I go. And then we can post them over the holidays. And so the last like edits that I did besides my year-end review video ended on like December 10th. And so technically it's more like getting closer to 2 months since I've actually created a video. But there was such a rush where I was like spending late nights and early mornings, spending all my time working on these videos. And then I finally got them posted and a bunch of them were incredibly successful. The point where I haven't posted in the entire month. And if I looked at the stats of my videos from the long tail of those videos, like it also didn't matter. I had a better month statistically in the analytics than I've had in other months of last year, which is just weird for not creating anything. But the videos I did, I think, have been pretty successful. And then we went on vacation. Something I've learned as a parent, which I'm going to dig more into in a future video, is this was the learning lesson that when you have kids, you lose the opportunity. Vacations are no longer vacations. I had some other parents tell me this. Vacations become trips. And the vacation was hard. And it was a learning experience of flying on a plane with a baby, staying in a new place, figuring out a routine, time zone changes. The first time we changed time zone, so all the sleep changes. And it was just a internally stressful time. And by the time we got back, like I didn't feel the recharge that a vacation normally would have been. And then we had the holidays and our daycare was closed for most of the holidays, understandably so. All those people deserve a break, and that is well deserved. But it was just like a lot to go on that vacation and then be full-time daycare dad for the holidays. So I mean, I more or less took a majority of the month of December off, and I think that just destroyed a lot of my groove, which is being tired from the work and then not working. And it was hard to bounce back into the routine. And now we're here a month later from that, and I'm finally starting to get some momentum, which is going to be stumbled with the other trip coming up later next month, but we'll talk about that in a future episode. And, but some of the learnings that I've had with this burnout is A, it's okay. But B, number two, is I used to be really big on Gary V, hustle culture. Casey Neistat also implemented a lot of like work hard, put in the effort, right? Waking up early, putting the work in, staying up late, putting the work in. And I'm starting to have this feeling like that's kind of a lie when you have a family. And I think my understanding of work ethic and the amount of effort that I'm going to put into my work is changing because I have this new little human that I love dearly that I only get so much time with. And I need to, or I want to be investing time with them. And that is taking away from some of my creative pursuits in this business. And I think part of this journal is going to be talking about that change. But there are definitely some more thoughts to share about like the concept of hustle culture and how that's a really hard concept when you have a family. And I've been naive to that concept as just, being childless and focusing on my business and the content that I create and not having that obligation. And all of that's kind of changing on, how hard can you hustle when you also have to take care of a kid or you have a sick kid at home, or a kid that needs your attention. That's all really changing. And Yeah. So I think I've been burned out for closer to 6 weeks, and I'm excited to be building some momentum, making these videos. I'm going to be finally making some more Instagram posts, but I wanted to do this burnout video because I wanted to put a pin in the moment in the day and make this like an intentional thing. Like, we are going to be changing the direction with this video, and I can move forward from there. And so I'm going to say I've been burnt out, but I'm back, and that's what this video is. So maybe I'll just disappear and I won't, but hopefully things continue. So once again, my name is Connor. This is Find Me in Seattle. This is another journal entry. This is episode 3. I don't think I'm burnt out anymore. So we're back. I'm excited to keep making these videos, and I'm excited for you to hopefully keep watching them. Question of the day. Have you ever felt something like this? What do you experience? Do you have children? And did you experience similar types of burnout with learning how to accept your job and your new role as a provider, or as a, in your bigger family? And I'd love to hear, because I'm going to be talking more about that. Appreciate you guys. And oh yeah, like and subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I appreciate you.